Welcome to the iRogya Wellness Podcast, your quick guide to a healthier life. In each episode, we'll explore practical tips and insights to help you on your journey to optimal health and well-being. Let's dive in.
You're tuning in today because you're likely thinking about how to dial in your fitness and health journey. Supplements like protein powders and BCAAs probably aren't new to your radar, and you might be wondering how a product like Slenderiiz Power Boost fits into that picture, especially, when you compare it to other options.
That's exactly where we're focusing our deep dive today. We're going to take a closer look at Slenderiiz Power Boost in the context of, the broader world of BCAA protein powders and explore how it could potentially align with your specific fitness objectives.
Okay. And we've got some really useful information to unpack, including a direct comparison that lays out how Slenderiiz Power Boost stacks up against other BCAA supplements, and another source that delves into strategies for maximizing your weight loss and fitness goals with it.
So our aim for you in this deep dive is to provide a clear and concise understanding of what Slenderiiz Power Boost brings to the table. We'll explore its unique characteristics, how it measures up against general BCAA protein powders, and its potential to support your fitness journey, all while keeping things, straightforward and avoiding information overload.
Okay, let's kick things off with the fundamentals then. When we talk about BCAA protein powder, what are we actually talking about?
Right. So BCAAs, as you might know, stands for branched chain amino acids. This refers to a group of 3 essential amino acids, leucine, isoleucine, and valine. The crucial thing to remember is that they're essential, meaning your body can't produce them on its own. You have to get them through your diet or, through supplementation.
And the branched chain part isn't just scientific jargon, right? There's an actual reason for that name.
Precisely. Yeah. It refers to their specific molecular structure, which has a branched side chain. Now, when it comes to your fitness goals, these BCAAs play a significant role, particularly in muscle growth and recovery. Generally, supplementing with BCAA protein powder can aid in increasing muscle mass, reducing that post-exercise muscle soreness we all experience, and even improving your exercise performance overall.
So each of these 3, leucine, isoleucine, and valine, has its own specific contribution. Let's maybe dig into what makes each one unique. What's the primary role of leucine?
Leucine is often highlighted for its muscle-building prowess. Think of it as the primary trigger for muscle growth. It's crucial for building lean muscle mass because it activates a key process called protein synthesis, essentially signaling your body to start repairing and building new muscle tissue.
Got it. Leucine for building. And what about isoleucine? What does it bring to the table?
Isoleucine has a significant role in energy management during exercise. It helps regulate blood sugar levels by facilitating the conversion of glucose into energy, and also assists in the uptake of glucose by your cells, providing them with the fuel they need when you're working out.
Okay, so it's all about keeping your energy levels stable during exercise.
Exactly. And finally, we have valine. What's its key function?
Valine plays a vital role in protecting the muscle you've worked so hard to build. It helps prevent muscle breakdown, especially during prolonged or intense exercise. When your body's glucose levels start to dip, valine can step in as an alternative energy source for your muscles, helping to preserve muscle tissue.
So in essence, these 3 work synergistically. Leucine to initiate muscle growth, isoleucine to fuel your workouts, and valine to protect the muscle you've built. That's the core power of BCAAs. And our source material also points to some broader health benefits beyond just muscle.
Oh, interesting. What else might BCAA supplementation help with?
Well, research suggests potential benefits, like helping to lower blood sugar levels, reducing inflammation in the body, and even decreasing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, according to one of the sources we looked at.
Okay, so we have a good understanding of what BCAAs are and their general benefits. Now let's shift our focus to Slenderiiz Power Boost specifically. What is it designed to do?
Slenderiiz Power Boost is marketed as a distinctive BCAA supplement formulated to support both muscle growth and recovery through its blend of essential branched chain amino acids. The goal is really to enhance your body's ability to build lean muscle and reduce the fatigue you might feel after strenuous activity.
And the sources emphasize certain qualities that make it stand out from the crowd, right? Like the ingredients.
Absolutely. They highlight its use of high-quality natural ingredients and emphasize that it's free from fillers and artificial sweeteners, which is, a priority for many health-conscious individuals. Plus, it's noted as being vegan, soy-free, gluten-free, and non-GMO, catering to a wide range of dietary needs and preferences.
Okay. So when we look at the actual nutritional breakdown of Slenderiiz Power Boost compared to other BCAA protein powders, what are the key differences we see? Let's start with the core nutritional info.
Right. When we directly compare the nutritional content, some important distinctions emerge. Per serving, Slenderiiz Power Boost contains 55 calories, 2.3 grams of fat, and 3.1 grams of sugar. Crucially, it provides the standard 2.1.1 ratio of BCAAs, that's 2 parts leucine, 1 part isoleucine, and 1 part valine.
And that 2.1.1 ratio is pretty common in most BCAA supplements you'll find, isn't it?
Yes, it's a widely researched and frequently used ratio. However, here's a critical point to be aware of regarding Slenderiiz Power Boost. On its own, it only contains 1.4 grams of protein per serving.
1.4 grams. That does seem quite low if someone is expecting a protein powder.
It is, yeah. And that's because Slenderiiz Power Boost is specifically formulated to be mixed with another product in the Slenderiiz line called Pure Nourish. When you combine 1 scoop of Power Boost with 2 scoops of Pure Nourish, the total protein content jumps up to 18.4 grams in the North American version or 22.8 grams in the European version.
Okay, that clarifies the protein aspect significantly. So it's intended to be used as part of a complementary system. How does this compare to the protein content you might find in other standalone BCAA protein powders then?
Well, with other BCAA protein powders, you'll encounter a greater variety in their protein content. Some might be purely BCAA products with minimal added protein, while others might include a more substantial amount of protein alongside the BCAAs. The key takeaway here is that Slenderiiz Power Boost isn't really designed to be a high-protein supplement on its own. Its protein contribution comes primarily when combined with Pure Nourish.
Okay, that's an important distinction for listeners. Now let's move beyond just the BCAAs. What other ingredients does Slenderiiz Power Boost contain that make it unique?
Yeah, this is where Slenderiiz Power Boost emphasizes its distinctive combination of ingredients. Beyond the BCAAs, it also includes L-Glutamine, MCTs, which are medium-chain triglycerides, cocoa powder, and stevia.
Let's break down the roles of these additional ingredients. What does L-Glutamine contribute?
L-Glutamine is another amino acid that plays several supportive roles in the body, particularly for those engaged in physical activity. It supports healthy immune function, aids in digestion, and is involved in muscle cell hydration, which can be very beneficial for post-workout recovery.
And MCTs, we've been hearing a lot about the potential benefits of those lately.
Right. MCTs are a type of healthy fat that your body can readily absorb and use for energy. This can provide a quick and sustained energy source, which can be particularly helpful before or during your workouts. Briefly touching on the science, they're also rapidly converted to ketones, offering an alternative fuel source for the body and brain.
That makes sense for sustained energy. What about the inclusion of cocoa powder? Is that purely for flavor or?
Well, it certainly contributes a natural and appealing flavor, but the cocoa powder also has some inherent energizing properties. So it kind of serves a dual purpose, enhancing the taste while also providing a mild energy boost.
And stevia, that's the natural calorie-free sweetener, correct?
Correct. Stevia is a plant-derived, calorie-free sweetener. It allows for a touch of sweetness without adding extra calories or causing the same kind of blood sugar spike you'd get from traditional sugars.
So it sounds like this formulation is going beyond just providing the basic BCAAs. When we compare this to other BCAA supplements on the market, what might we typically find? Is this blend common?
Other BCAA supplements can have quite diverse formulations, really. Some might stick to the basics, just the BCAAs, perhaps with added electrolytes for hydration. Others might include different combinations of other amino acids, vitamins, or herbal extracts. The comprehensive blend in Slenderiiz Power Boost, specifically with the inclusion of L-Glutamine for recovery and MCTs for energy, positions it as a more multifaceted product compared to some simpler BCAA formulas out there.
Okay, so we've looked at what's in it. Now let's talk about how Slenderiiz Power Boost is purported to work. What's the underlying science behind its claims for muscle growth and recovery?
At its core, Slenderiiz Power Boost provides those 3 essential BCAAs: leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Their primary mechanism for supporting muscle growth and recovery involves the activation of the mTOR signaling pathway. You can think of the mTOR pathway as sort of the master switch for muscle building in your body.
The mTOR pathway. That sounds like a key player. What exactly does it do?
It's a crucial cellular pathway that regulates muscle protein synthesis. That's the process of building new muscle tissue, as well as overall cell growth and metabolism. The specific blend of amino acids in Slenderiiz Power Boost is designed to, well, stimulate this pathway.
And we heard earlier that leucine is particularly important in this process.
Yes, exactly. Leucine stands out for its effectiveness in activating the mTOR signaling pathway. It's more potent in this regard compared to isoleucine and valine. By ensuring an adequate amount of leucine in its formula, Slenderiiz Power Boost aims to maximize its potential to kickstart muscle growth and repair.
That makes sense. And is there actual scientific evidence to support the general effectiveness of BCAA supplementation for these purposes, or is it mostly anecdotal?
Oh, absolutely. Our sources point to a couple of relevant studies. One published in the Journal of Nutritional Health and Food Engineering indicated that individuals supplementing with BCAAs before exercise experienced improved recovery, better preservation of muscle mass, and maintained muscle performance even when they were in a calorie-restricted state.
That's a significant finding, especially for those aiming to lose weight while preserving lean muscle. And you mentioned another study.
Yes. The other study, featured in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, demonstrated that BCAA supplementation led to improvements in muscle strength and endurance among male athletes. So the research suggests benefits for both muscle recovery and exercise performance.
So it's not just marketing hype then. Okay. Now let's consider how Slenderiiz Power Boost might specifically contribute to someone's broader weight loss and fitness goals beyond just muscle growth and recovery.
According to one of our sources focused specifically on this, Slenderiiz Power Boost is presented as a supplement that can enhance the body's natural ability to burn fat and provide sustained energy to support your workouts.
And what's behind that? How does it potentially aid in fat burning? Is it MCTs again?
It's suggested that certain ingredients in the formula, specifically the MCTs and maybe the cocoa powder too, can help to boost your metabolism, that's your body's efficiency in burning calories and fat. The readily available energy from MCTs may also encourage greater activity and, well, more effective workouts.
And that sustained energy could also translate to better endurance during workouts, presumably.
Precisely. The combination of MCTs, providing that quick fuel source, and L-Glutamine, which plays a role in reducing fatigue, is highlighted for its potential to improve endurance and stamina, allowing you to potentially train harder and for longer durations.
And of course, we can't overlook the role of the BCAAs themselves in supporting lean muscle growth and overall muscle function. And more muscle can also contribute to a higher resting metabolic rate over time, right?
Exactly. It's an interconnected set of potential benefits. It all works together.
Okay, so someone is intrigued and wants to try it. What's the recommended way to incorporate Slenderiiz Power Boost into their daily routine? What do the sources say?
The suggested usage, based on our source, is to mix 1 scoop of Power Boost with 2 scoops of Slenderiiz Pure Nourish in approximately 8 ounces, or 235 milliliters of water.
And when would be the optimal time to take it to maximize its benefits, before or after a workout?
The timing appears to be somewhat flexible depending on your goals. Consuming it before your workouts might provide an energy and focus boost, whereas taking it after your workouts could primarily support muscle recovery.
And are there any general guidelines or things to be mindful of when using this type of supplement, like hydration?
Yes, definitely. Maintaining adequate hydration is always important, especially when incorporating any kind of supplement powder into your diet. Drinking enough water throughout the day supports overall health and can, help optimize the benefits you might experience from the supplement.
Good reminder. So having explored the ingredients, the science, and the intended use, what are the key conclusions we can draw from our sources regarding Slenderiiz Power Boost? Let's start with the Slenderiiz Power Boost versus other BCAA protein powders document first.
Right. The concluding remarks there suggest that Slenderiiz Power Boost is a high-quality BCAA supplement that warrants consideration due to its unique blend of ingredients, which goes beyond just the standard BCAAs. While it acknowledges that it might not be the most budget-friendly option and taste is always subjective, the comprehensive formulation sets it apart. The source emphasizes its value, particularly when used in combination with Slenderiiz Pure Nourish, especially for individuals seriously focused on muscle growth and recovery. It also briefly mentions Hero Rapid Fuel as a potentially more comprehensive alternative for those maybe looking for something else.
Okay, so value depends on goals and using the system. And what are the main takeaways from the Slenderiiz Power Boost Maximize Weight Loss and Fitness Goals document?
That source concludes that Slenderiiz Power Boost is a natural vegan BCAA dietary supplement that can be a valuable tool for supporting weight loss by potentially enhancing metabolism and energy expenditure. It also highlights its capacity to improve workout performance. However, and this is crucial, the This source stresses that it's just one component of a broader strategy for health and wellness. That strategy includes a balanced dietary intake, consistent exercise, sufficient hydration, adequate sleep, and effective stress management. It also points out, quite rightly, that individual results will vary depending on the effort and consistency applied.
So it's a supportive element within a larger holistic approach to fitness and well-being, not a magic bullet.
Precisely. It's most effective when integrated into an already healthy and active lifestyle.
Well, this has been a really thorough exploration of Slenderiiz Power Boost. We've delved into its composition, how it compares to the general category of BCAA supplements, and its potential role in helping you achieve your fitness objectives.
We've highlighted the distinguishing features of Slenderiiz Power Boost, such as its inclusion of L-Glutamine and MCTs, and the key fact that it's designed to be used in conjunction with Pure Nourish to provide a more complete protein and BCAA profile.
And as we've discussed throughout, the decision of whether or not to incorporate Slenderiiz Power Boost into your fitness regimen ultimately depends on your individual needs, your preferences, and your specific goals.
So here's maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to consider. Taking into account the combined benefits of BCAAs and the additional targeted ingredients in Slenderiiz Power Boost, how might strategically using a supplement like this, alongside a well-planned diet and exercise program, allow you to more precisely tailor your approach to reaching your unique and specific fitness aspirations? It's worth reflecting on how it could potentially fit into your personal routine and contribute to your overall goals.
Thanks for tuning in to the iRogaia Wellness Podcast. Remember, small steps lead to big changes. If you're curious about the products we mentioned today, you can find them all at iRogaia.com. That's iRogaia.com. And hey, use the code iRogaia15 at checkout for a 15% off discount. Please note that the code is not applicable for Europe, some parts of the Middle East, and South Africa. Until next time, keep taking those steps towards a healthier you.